Hello and welcome to the third season, first edition of the Youngstown Click Be Connected podcast. I am so excited to be back, and I'm so happy to introduce our guest today, who is such a multifaceted person. Like every time I talk to him, I'm more and more impressed with just his knowledge and his skills, and I'm excited to bring that to you today and kind of share with you some things that are happening in our region and things that you're going to want to know about. Okay, but before we do that, I want to shout out our sponsors real quick. The Columbiana Arts Theater at the old main theater right in the heart of Columbiana. They have a renewed passion and focus. They're getting some new things in, concerts in. Make sure you follow them. It's under the Cat. So if you follow the Columbiana Cultural Collective, it is now the Cat. It's so easy to remember, and they are supporters of Youngstown Click. Super excited to see the future of that. And then I just have to say, we are coming from the Gallagher Building. We are actually in one of the Airbnb rooms filming right now. And these rooms were just done so beautifully. This 100-year-old building totally converted into apartments, and we had a whole Airbnb program that I was able to help John with. It was fantastic, but we're going to get into that. I just wanted to shout out the Gallagher in downtown Youngstown at the corner of Commerce and Hazel, right across from the Children's Services on Hazel. And a very brand new restaurant is coming into on the commerce side of the building. So we're going to get into that. So stay tuned. You're going to find out so much about what's happening here in Youngstown. Let me introduce you to my guest, John Angelilli, who is a consultant, a business consultant. He is I'm going to let you tell your qualifications because I don't know where they end.
You probably do a better job.
Right.
Yeah. So thanks for having me, Debbie. And we've been working with Debbie. I found Debbie and hooked up with her when we were thinking about having Airbnb availability here at the Gallagher.
Yeah.
And we did that because we didn't have a pipeline strong enough to have 100% occupancy by standard tenants. And so Debbie was doing one unit downtown, as I remember. Yeah. And I had some people who needed an Airbnb, and I found her through that process. And then we had the bright idea to set up 12 or 13 Airbnb units here at the Gallagher. And I had zero experience in that, although a lot of experience in hospitality, not with Airbnb and that platform.
Yeah.
So we did that. And we did really well.
That was such an adventurous time.
Well,
too.
I think we ended up with like a 4.96 rating.
Oh yeah.
Which was
hundreds
excellent.
of we had a lot of ratings.
Not master. What's the term for?
Oh man, we were. What is that?
It's not Superhost.
Superhost. Yes, it is Superhost. Yeah. We were Superhost.
Airbnb Superhost. So that was super.
Which is a big thing. That's like you have to work for that. Yeah.
So that we did that, and through that process, we learned a lot about Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
and
did.
The positive and negative things about it, but almost all positive. And we were on the weekends, we were almost always 100% full, and people just loved it here. And part of the reason was when we went to decorate the Airbnb rooms, I didn't want to set it up like a hotel room. Some of our rooms here, we have 41 apartments here. And some of them are furnished based on tenant request. And they're furnished with standard, I don't want to say hotel-style furniture, but almost.
Yeah.
So we decided, to work with the local antique dealers. And some of the estate sales. And you won't maybe get any pictures on this podcast, but there are other podcasts.
We could throw a few in there. Could throw a few in there.
Yeah, so if we do that, you'll see that. And so we've rented out most of the Airbnb rooms, but I didn't want them, and Debbie agreed, we didn't want them to be standard hotel rooms. A lot of people who travel for business, they end up not even knowing what city they're in because the rooms are exactly the same.
Exactly.
If you're going to stay, if you're a Hyatt member or Marriott or whatever, Club Card loyalty members, you can go from city to city, and the room is exactly the same.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So... we didn't want to do that, so working with all the local antique stores and my sister Vicky Angelilli, who did a great job.
She did a great
right?
job.
Didn't she?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
these rooms are beautiful.
They are.
I mean, people are surprised when they walk in the rooms. They're like, whoa. I mean, yeah.
Right. Not only, even if they never knew the history that this building had sat vacant for so
Right.
long, I mean, that's even extra when you know that, wow, what it's been converted into. But people would come in from all the time from out of town, and they would be just shocked at how beautiful the rooms are.
Yeah.
And no two rooms were exactly alike. All of them were different. We had some of the same amenities throughout the process or throughout our whole experience, but no two of the Airbnb rooms were alike. And it was just
they
so
were unique.
phenomenal. Yeah. To see so many people come in and why they're coming into Youngstown, that was always exciting to me, to find out what's bringing people into Youngstown. That's a cool whole sub story.
I would follow some of the text message threads, and the tenants, they want the concierge service.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, Debbie, I'm going to be there at midnight. And Debbie would be great. We can't wait to have you. And then, the plane got delayed, so we'll be there at 2 a.m. And I'm thinking, is she actually going to be up? And, because I hear the text messages going off. And I'm looking at my phone. She says, "Oh, no worries, we're here. Whatever you get here is fine." And then we're like, "Well, where do we park again?" And she's, "Well, we park, boom, 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 on and on and on." It's like, oh my god.
Oh man, yeah.
So I really enjoyed that process, and we learned a lot about Airbnb and,
Yeah,
the people
absolutely.
who travel. And the people who travel on that platform, they really are looking for a home away from home.
Yes.
I use it when I travel, and you're looking for that, full kitchen, which these rooms have.
Yeah.
You're looking for something unique, kind of cool. There's usually sign-in books where you can jot something down to the host, and you're looking for some personal service. So we did all that, and I want to thank you in front of the audience for being part of that. But we couldn't have done it without you. So,
John, thank you.
And her personality, she's so blasé. I said, Debbie, step it up a little bit. No, you did great, and that's why Youngstown Click is doing so well.
Thank you. And I have to say back to you, John, you have supported Youngstown Click since you found out about it. And guys, those who are familiar with the podcast and who've watched, so real quick, let me back up. If you're listening to the audio, you can see the video version of the same podcast on our YouTube channel at Youngstown Click. So just in case you are listening on Spotify or Apple, Google, wherever you're listening, you can actually watch on YouTube. But John, you allowed us to use one of the rooms as our little studio space until you kind of got max capacity. Right. And that was priceless to us. And so you've just been such a supporter and such an encourager. And that's kind of like what you do. I know, just to kind of like shout you out a little bit, like we were having dinner one day, and he said, "Do you want me to be tough on you?" And I saw, so John Angelilli, I know him as like the Airbnb. I've gotten to know him as a friend, property management. But in that moment and in that conversation, I got to see him as a consultant, a business consultant. And I was like, wow, like that, just the gems that he was giving me and popping out really helped me see you. That's why I was like, where does your list of credentials end? Because I thought I knew you would work together, but to see you in that role was very great, even for one and now maybe two conversations in that aspect. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about that aspect of John Angelilli.
Sure. So, very brief story of how I got to what I'm doing now. Graduated Canfield High School in '77.
Okay.
77 was Black Monday, 77 in Youngstown, Ohio. So all of my friends, they were either going away to college or they were leaving the area. We lost a ton of people to cities like Houston, which was booming at the time, and I didn't want to do either one. I wasn't ready for college, and I didn't want to move away, and there was certainly no work here.
Wow. And you're right out of high school.
Yeah, graduated 77, and was it September something, maybe 19th or something, sticks in my mind, was Black Monday. So everybody in our class, had that challenge, and so I decided to join the United States Air Force.
Okay.
Which I think you knew, maybe.
I did.
Maybe you didn't.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because you told me about one of the places you were stationed.
Yeah,
yes.
Which I recently went back to.
Yes,
yeah,
that was
another
exciting.
Story, but,
okay.
So I did that for 4 years, and I got an associate's degree while I was in the Air Force. They have a lot of good programs for continuing education. And
okay.
And then I came back with my fiance to Youngstown and went to Youngstown State and finished up a bachelor's degree with an accounting concentration.
Oh, okay.
And so that was 1984. And I sent out like 200 resumes and I got one job offer
Oh my goodness.
in Alliance. So
Really?
I just, yeah. So at
Those
that
were some
time-
dark days for Youngstown,
Sure.
from what I hear. Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, the 80s, business-wise, we were struggling to redefine ourselves, which, as you know, now Youngstown is, and the greater Youngstown area is doing really well with
Yeah.
redefining itself, just like downtown has done really well with redefining itself. So my wife at that time, we moved out to San Diego,
Okay.
and I got involved in public accounting. I actually got hired on the way, so what a contrast, right? I mean, there was nothing going on here in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania, and I sent some resumes out to San Diego. My wife's sister happened to live out in La Jolla, and
Oh, I have a friend in La Jolla.
Oh,
Beautiful
wow.
area. Beautiful
yeah,
area.
I mean, that's
yes.
where we kind of landed. I'm like,
Okay.
whoa. I'd never been to San Diego.
I'm sure it was a
before.
lot less expensive back then.
Oh, yeah, you need a whole group of people to share an apartment. But,
Yeah.
did that. I was in public accounting for a while and then got into the food and beverage business. And that started my journey in hospitality.
Okay.
Hospitality is a great industry, which Airbnb is part of.
Yes, you're right.
And you have to like and enjoy serving people to be in a hospitality environment.
Yes.
And
And if you've ever stayed at Airbnb where that is not the case, it is not a pleasant situation. It's autonomous at best
Right.
and lacking at worst,
right. And so, I've been in hospitality since the mid 80s and food and beverage, everything, including manufacturing. And we moved back this way to Boardman, raised my kids, 2 daughters in Boardman, and continued in food and beverage. Had a great tenure with Giarusa Italian Foods and was part
Yes,
of
which
building
at the time
manufacturing
was
plant.
just still small. I mean, like now we know Giarusa. I mean, my sister buys Giarusa off the shelves at the Publix in Pensacola. Giarusa has just gone,
Nationally.
yes, national. But at the time, tell us how Giarusa looked when you kind of came on board.
Well, John Zeiden, who was the founder, had a nice business, almost route sales business.
Okay.
And then his son Tom Zeiden took over and just had a vision for the company and the brand.
Okay.
And we had built a wonderful team, and he was a visionary and a leader, and built a manufacturing plant and went national. And that was a great 14 years, maybe some of the best
Wow.
14 years of my career. And, through food and beverage, I got involved in restaurants
Okay.
and consulting to the restaurant industry, which if you, again, if you're really good with people, you can do really well. At the end of the day, people are going out to have a nice evening,
Yes.
and you have to provide that. And if you do that, you're successful. And if you're struggling with that process, not as successful as you want to be. So that's a brief history, and I've been in the consulting business since 2013.
Okay. So when you consult, what are some of the most common mistakes or like blatant failures? I mean, there's so many people, they're doing what their passion is. They open a restaurant, they got the funding, here they are and they're failing and they can't see why. So maybe what are some like top 3 things that you notice when you walk into a place as a consultant that you're like, oh man, I see this so often. Like something, that even if they reach out to you and they use you as a consultant, that you're going to kind of like help.
Sure. Sure. So the first thing I like to do is evaluation of their business.
Okay.
And it doesn't just have to be restaurants. Anything in hospitality, construction, property management, real estate.
Oh, okay. So it could
But
be
you start,
anything.
you
Okay.
start with that initial value. You remember at dinner the one night I said, "Do you know what the value of your
Yes.
Youngstown
Yes.
click is?" And you had no idea, right?
Right.
And you'd be surprised that a lot of owners don't know.
Right. Yeah.
They may have an idea because they bought some stuff and they know what they paid for it, and they have an idea of maybe what the value of what they have because of their earnings
Mm-hmm.
stream, but never have had a professional valuation done. So that's a starting point.
Okay.
And that's a baseline.
Yeah.
And you basically look at baseline for everything, and you start, and here's where we're starting. So if you don't have a baseline, and you don't have goals,
Yeah.
what do you do to get there? Now, once you have a baseline, then you really have to work with ownership to set some goals.
Got it.
Okay.
And yeah, you're right. That
and now
is
it's kind of like
definitely
phase
hard.
2.
Yeah.
Get those goals set up. Annual goals and monthly benchmarks on how to get there.
Right.
And you gotta measure it, and you gotta have it in place. And then the third phase maybe is execution.
Okay.
How do you work with whom do you work
Okay.
in the organization to build that momentum?
Right.
To go from baseline value to where enterprise value where you want it to be.
Got
And
it.
it's a simple process conceptually.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense just the way
Well,
I
in
said
your
it,
background
but-
in finance and in hospitality, really, I could see you being a huge asset for almost any company because you're able to look at the books. You're able to very objectively. I mean, I've seen you very objectively. I'm so passionate. I'm emotionally, and most business owners are, because that's why they're doing what they're doing. And so sometimes it takes somebody who's more objective to say, hey, these are the facts. And but do it with a plan, and do it when you're with you on their side. Have you seen a lot of pushback or stubbornness that I could imagine in business owners? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they don't, even after, let's say we establish a baseline enterprise value for the enterprise,
Yeah.
it's very difficult with some ownership teams to actually set those goals.
Okay.
And then to execute on
Yeah.
an action plan to do them.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is, but with some it's easy.
Yeah.
And some are very happy, and they're like, oh my God, I should have done this, years ago.
Right.
And some just resist that process.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't matter, but if you want that process,
Yeah.
you have to work with somebody, and
Right.
there's a lot of people who do it. I'm in a situation now that I've done it for a long time, so there's very little that rattles me. I'm
see,
very,
that's
very
good.
confident in the
That's
whole
good.
process. And ownership sometimes is they're very emotional.
Yes, absolutely.
So
We're afraid of, or they're afraid of being judged. Like if somebody really
Yes.
sees how bad or how I'm hanging on by a thread,
Right.
Well,
that's a big part of it. Actually, is that they don't want to be the evaluation process. They're afraid of the negative things that might come out of that.
Yeah.
But that's why I spend a lot of time with ownership first.
Okay.
That we're looking for
Yeah.
areas of improvement.
Okay.
And we're not looking to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah.
We're not looking to make anybody look bad.
Right.
And there's a lot of
See, that's really nice. And that's what separates you from corporations, big corporations that would come in and just do it, and they're just another client on the roster. You know what I mean? Like you, and we all seen those shows where people come in, the big shows, they come in and they do whether it's a salon,
shows.
the fix-it shows and stuff. But we have somebody here locally. That's amazing. We should start a
appreciate the
fix-it show,
comment.
a local fix-it show.
I appreciate that, and we'll do some more shows, and we'll talk. I'd like to talk more about those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, look who popped in.
I know, guys. I'm so
We're very
excited.
lucky.
Okay, so listen. So for those of you in Youngstown, you've been hearing talk about a brand new restaurant coming to downtown Youngstown called the Varsity Club of Youngstown. Youngstown Varsity Club. Varsity Club of Youngstown. Okay. As soon as I said it, I was like, did I say that wrong? Yeah. Okay. Varsity Club of Youngstown. Guys, it's on Commerce Street in the corner of Hazel. It's going to be phenomenal. Unlike anything that's down here quite yet, we have a whole group of fantastic restaurants, and this one will be adding yet to the collection and the reason to come to Youngstown to eat, to have a night out, to hang out with friends. And guess who just popped in? John Rudy, who is in charge of it. Now, if you've been following the podcast, you might already be familiar with John Rudy, but today we have a special treat for you because unlike anybody else, you guys get a sneak peek, and I'm so excited. John, come on over. We're totally shocked, but we just happen to have a microphone ready for you. So we're going to turn this on. Here, we'll let you get it attached first. And you know what? Actually, can you bring a chair over? Let's just set you up right here. Perfect. Surprise pop-ins are the best. All right. Put that baby on. All right. How does it sound?
Good.
Too loud? Too good?
It's
Too good?
good.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Welcome, John
Well, thank
Rudy.
you. Thank
Look
you.
at this.
I just popped in. Popped in.
All right. So, John Rudy, tell us what you were up to and kind of give us a little bit of an update, and then we'll go take a look. I mean, there's been so much, that you've been working on behind the scenes. Just every day I see you over there, every time I'm down here. So,
Right now it's mostly we're finishing up construction. It's
Okay.
all brand new electrical, brand new plumbing, brand new HVAC, brand new bar, full brand new kitchen. Everything's brand new. So
Wow.
it's we're putting a lot of work, a lot of love in this, and we're taking our time. We don't want to rush it just to get open.
Yes.
So we're just taking our time right now to make sure everything's right.
Okay.
As we're building, we're also changing a few things here and there. Just things shift and change. Plans change from
course.
6-7 months
Of course.
ago when we
Of
started.
course.
So we have a good game plan. We have a good crew down there working right now, and it's going to be coming soon. Hopefully here, nothing set in stone, but maybe mid-November ish around there we'll be
Very cool.
looking to open.
And that's cool because, guys, your families are coming in. Kids are coming home from college.
Yes.
You might be looking for something to do. Hopefully that'll be, right around then where you're able to come down and see the newest addition to downtown Youngstown. So tell us, some people might already know this. Tell us what you're thinking, like for the menu, what that looks like.
Menu-wise, we're going to start off simple. We're going to start off easy. We're not really going to focus on dinners and entrees. We're going to focus on shareables, handhelds, appetizers. We're still going to be using a lot of local products in some of our menu, and we're going to be having all the local beers, local drinks like that we can support local. But it's just going to be an easy, relaxed menu. We want a guy to come in with a suit and tie, maybe when he gets off work, and a guy to come in with flip-flops and shorts and feel comfortable. We're partnership with YSU right now in all 26 athletic sports. So we're going to be doing a lot of work with YSU athletics.
Cool.
If you see now in the stadium, our logo is in the stadium above the restrooms.
Oh, very good.
And above all the 2 of the concession stands, I believe. We'll be on the digital scoreboard and a full program, a lot of social media work with them. So it's going to be a sports bar themed. We're going to focus mostly on YSU, some local sports, and then the Browns, Steelers here and there too. So
okay, that's great.
But it's going to be a relaxed atmosphere where you can just come and enjoy your dinner. You can bring your family before any events, after any events. So we're going to focus on the food and the restaurant aspect more than kind of like a clubbish bar feel.
Yes,
but it's going to be a good feel.
I love it. And from what you said before, if a YSU game is going on, it will be being played on one of the TVs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So this is a place that you could come watch it, and you don't have to ask them, hey, can you put the game on? This is something that literally. And did you see the YSU enrollment is up this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Did you
that's
guys
a
see
good
that?
thing.
Yeah.
I've been paying attention. I'm downtown every day now. And since YSU has come back, the amount of people that walk down the hill from Williamson, the amount of students, I'm seeing so many more people daily during lunch. We stopped for lunch downtown a couple days ago. Everybody was busy.
Yeah.
So it's a good sign. And we're happy to work with YSU. I mean, that was our goal when the whole project started, to work with YSU.
Yeah.
But we want to be that pre and post game spot for you, before the games, after the games, the tailgates, and everything.
Very nice. I love it. I'm so excited. Now talk to us a little bit about the bands. I know that you're going to do the patio.
Yes,
It's a nice size patio.
Yes, we're going to focus on the patio starting next year.
Okay.
We just wanted to make sure we can get open now, but the patio will have a full bar on it.
Okay.
We're going to have awnings, so if it's raining or chilly, you can sit underneath the awning.
Nice.
Full bar, full dining service. Right now we're talking 2 bocce courts, possibly some fire pits, a stage for bands.
Yeah.
And we're also probably starting to talk about cooking, lambs and chicken, everything on spit every Saturday outside.
Oh, come on.
So it's going to be nice. Wait till you see this patio. It's going to be really nice.
Oh, that's so great.
We're going to start focusing on that as soon as we get open and get things running. This way, again, now with it being September, October,
Yes.
the patio can kind of wait. So we're going to try to plan something huge for St. Patrick's Day. Already got some things in the works.
Yeah, good. Good.
So we're gonna focus on that. Focus on getting open first, and once we get open and running, then we'll start with the patio. But the patio is going to be nice. It's going to be a real nice patio.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. On a side note, for St. Patrick's Day, I feel like you embody St. Patrick's Day.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. I love. Well, it's usually a St. Patrick's week for me. I've always had a huge
See, that
St.
makes
Patrick's
sense. That
week.
makes sense.
And I have events in my previous places that I've operated and been part of. 7,500 square tent, bands all day, beer trucks, food
Yeah.
trucks, and we did it all week. So I might encompass some of that downtown too, just to see the vibe
St.
and see what we
Patrick's
can do.
week.
St.
Yeah,
Patrick. Oh, I
week.
love
Yeah,
it.
the
Yeah,
Varsity
at the
Club.
Varsity Club
And that's
of
right.
Youngstown.
Everybody's Irish that week.
Yeah.
Everybody can be Irish that week.
Right? I
But,
should dye my hair red.
You know,
just
it's
to
not
fit
only
in.
it's just fun. It's a fun week for me, and you know, a lot of people enjoy it. It's a big event around this area. It's great for all the bars and restaurants, the revenue,
Yeah.
financially, things like that. And
know
it's
what-
kind of the start of spring and summer coming into the fun time of the spring. I should say summer, the
Yeah.
fun time of the year around here when it gets warmer. So it's kind of like the first big thing you can get to get ready for. You know,
Yeah.
the spring and summer to start
And you
kicking
know what?
in.
I really feel like it almost completes the loop or the block because before it was an L. You had the restaurants along West Federal,
sure.
and then it goes up Phelps, right? It's like an L. But now it's like the completion
Sure.
of the
Yeah.
loop. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's kind of like now you have a whole block, and just everybody kind of really downtown. Everybody knows the struggle. Everybody knows what it's like to put in the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. So there's a camaraderie.
Yep.
Amongst
That's one
the
of the
business owners
advantages
down
of
here.
downtown is that you can park and
Yeah.
you can walk.
Yeah.
And you can't
Yeah.
really do
Yep.
that in any of the suburbs. And we love the suburbs too, but downtown is unique that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to feel like that young, vibrant city vibe that, I mean, I lived in New York City, so I miss that sometimes. You know, you get that when you go to Cleveland. So it really, the more places that come down here and offer that.
You know,
that-
I lived downtown for 3 years previous to coming down here, and I enjoyed it. I loved being down here.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said this a while back. I did an interview on the news, and I said, you know, every setback's a setup for a comeback.
Come on.
And it's stuck. And people are actually coming up to me and saying, I love that quote. I love that
that's
vibe.
beautiful.
That's
Yes.
the positivity we need. You know, downtown's going to come back. Again, you know, you got to give credit to these guys that have stuck through it down here over the last couple of years. I mean, these guys have grit,
One
and
thing-
they fought one thing after another. But there's a lot of new things coming, you know, some new places opening up. I'm hearing some other vibes about things coming downtown. But it's going to turn around. I know by next
Absolutely.
spring or summer it's going to be good. So we're looking forward to working with downtown. We're looking forward to working with YSU
Yep.
and just being part of the downtown community.
Love it. Love it. That's amazing. So, real quick, going back to John. John, this was kind of your idea, right? To do a restaurant there?
Well, my brother Brian, who
Okay.
is part of the partnership that owns the property, we looked at options for the first floor.
Okay.
And we ended up with a Youngstown sports bar theme.
Okay.
And then we decided just to use the Varsity Club because we spent a lot of time at the Varsity Club in Columbus.
Oh, nice.
There's no connection.
Oh, there's no
And
connection.
that was
Okay.
impactful.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
the good memories. Just good memories.
Once you
Right,
walked
right.
in, you never walked out.
Oh, that's so funny.
You know, we decided to brand it that way, and the Varsity Club Youngstown.
Okay.
And we came up with a design, and we came up with someone who's going to operate it, operating partner,
Mm.
and he's been working on a great menu. And when we go over and take a look at
Yeah.
the progress, the one thing that is maybe a focus point is going to be this bar.
Yeah.
Wait till you
okay.
see
Yeah,
that.
the
And
bars-
it was.
Okay.
There's no. I don't think there's anything like that in the area.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys,
It was a
Youngstown,
great
thank you.
find, and we have some
Wow.
some great carpenters working on that.
Putting
Original
it-
flooring is still there. A lot of the original brick. You'll see that all. We'll take the camera over and take a sneak peek. at
Love
everything.
it. I'm
the
so
bowling
excited.
alley-
Thank you
the
for
the
letting
bar.
us
The
do
bar's
that.
going to be. It's going to be a huge focal point. It was from a salvage yard in Cleveland, so we went to Cleveland to get it, and we
you're
worked with them.
kidding.
And the story behind it, I believe, they were redeveloping old buildings in downtown, and this was on the third floor of a building. It was a millionaire's penthouse in the 50s and 60s, and he had his own bowling alley. So the building's been empty for 20-some years, 30 years, and a developer came in to put apartments in, and they said, listen, rip this thing out and take it. So we
No
found it, and it just
way.
so happened one of the guys that runs the salvage yard I knew from when I lived in Cleveland. So we went up and picked
Look
it
at
up,
that.
and the bar is a big bar. It's 52 feet long. And,
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
the actual
30
bowling alley.
chairs, maybe.
Yeah, I think about 30 chairs, 30 or so chairs.
So you had
but-
to bring it in pieces?
Yeah, we brought it in 10-foot, 12-foot, and 16-foot sheets.
Oh,
There was
my goodness.
4,000 pounds of wood. We had to go,
It's
and
beautiful. Wait till you see it.
and then like you said,
What did you say? So it's never really been seen or used by the public. It's not like it's repurposed from a restaurant. This was a private bar.
yeah.
That's
So it's it's beautiful. And like I said, the carpentry work that's on it. We had to do a lot of work to it. It wasn't in great condition.
yeah.
We're still working. We still have a little bit more to do on it, but the carpenters we have down there did a phenomenal job on it.
carpenters,
And I mean, just the whole bar is brand new from the ground up. It's all built new. So you'll see a peek of it. You know, I got some videos I've been sharing. You know, we started our Instagram and Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
So we have the Varsity Club of Youngstown on there. We got some sneak peek stuff on there with everything.
So make
too.
sure you guys follow that on Facebook and Instagram, so that even after we go over there today, you could continue to follow and continue to stay up to date and know exactly grand opening dates and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's going to come out. We actually, John and I we have a marketing team now, marketing and advertising. So we're getting that all together right now, weekly of what we're going to start doing. So weekly, I think we're going to start doing some tidbits of pictures, and then maybe once the food starts coming into the menu and different things like that. It's go time for us right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
And I could,
no, it's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody who visits. And spends some time there. Yeah.
And you could tell. So John, most people know. Well, most people call you Rudy, but so Rudy. You've had quite an extensive experience in the restaurant industry and in the restaurant, so a lot of people know you through that. How is this stretching you in a new and different way? Because I know that you're so excited about it, and anything you touch is going to be quality. It's going to be creative. It's going to be like you have your passion, right?
You know, this is a cool project because I've been here since day one. So I was part of the development, part of the design, the colors, the lighting. So from my experience and, our team that we have, my input was accepted, so it's good to see, a couple months ago, you can ask John, I'm like, how is this going to happen? This is, oh my God, I was freaking out. But now when you get over there, I'm starting to actually see everything we thought about, then put on paper is now physically being built. And it's to the same
thing. It's a great process to follow, it really is.
Wow.
And, it's cool to see what was in my head then put on paper, now physically built, and it looks exactly like it was in my head. So, right. And I know that's not an easy place to hang out in my head. But,
this is the exact picture of what we talked about. So the passion and energy with the consultants of saying, okay, stay steady. What's going to happen? Let's make it happen. And it happens, right? Just, because I'm a lot like Rudy, where I'm like, oh, how's this going to happen? So many ideas, so much grand, thing.
But it's all coming together, and again, right now, it's really starting to pick up. So everything,
beautiful.
It's just hard. You got plumbing, electrical, HVAC, a car. They're all working at the same time, and you're waiting. What's going on?
That's remodeling and construction. It just seems like it takes forever. Then all of a sudden,
we just talked about that.
It narrows down, and it's right there.
So we're getting there, and it's close.
We'll be ready.
Yeah. So, what has surprised you the most about the process?
What has surprised me the most, I honestly, I really haven't been surprised. It's, I've, like I said, this is the first one I've actually got to be a part of the build, but I've been in a restaurant where my focus wasn't the build out. They had a team to do the build out. So I've seen it before. I'm not really surprised at anything because, I have full faith in our team and I have faith in our future. And I know, we're going to build a better team that's going to operate and do everything. So everything's just coming along as is right now.
Okay.
But yeah, and then not surprised by much.
Okay. And then when you start hiring, that will be on your website or your Facebook page,
Yeah,
right?
We'll start doing on that. We'll do different things on Indeed. We have a couple different other options that we have, but probably that's going to start here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We'll start doing some advertising. And we're hiring, everybody. We don't have anybody hired yet.
Okay.
Just me. I'm the only one there.
I love it. And, all right. You could be employee number 2. Imagine that. Employee number 2.
But, I'm going to be there 7 days a week for 6 months straight until we start, just to get things going. But we're looking to hire, a general manager. We're looking to hire a kitchen manager. We're looking cooks, servers, bartenders, bussers, everything.
Wait, so the same person can't do all those?
Well, no. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best, but and
the entertainment.
Well, I started out as a dishwasher. Maybe I'll end up as a dishwasher.
So we're going to start hiring. It'll be on our Facebook, Instagram. We've had a lot of interest with different media outlets in the area, doing different shows and podcasts that I'll probably start doing here. So people will know, and we'll have online applications, and I'll be having in-person applications as soon as some of the more construction's down.
Okay.
Once the office gets built out where I can actually work out of an office.
Yeah.
Instead of a trash can with a piece of wood on it, I have a trash can with a piece of wood, and I got a flashlight.
Fantastic. That is behind the scenes stories. That's what I want more of, behind the scenes.
We've actually worked in these rooms.
Yeah, we've been working in the room.
Whichever room is vacant.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your new office. It's your new office. Okay, so Youngstown Click people who are watching, just to kind of make that clear, they could look at Indeed.
Indeed's coming out soon, and then our social media. So follow us on social medias.
Okay.
And we have a couple other outlets that do some hiring we're going to be working with.
Maybe a job fair at the location.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, just if this piques your interest, just follow them on social media, because I'm sure that they'll link anything else that they're doing to their social media.
Yes.
And that way they could be, if they're chomping at the bit to be a part of it, you want that, they don't want to have to like scour the internet for the opportunities. So
yeah, it's going to be we're going to create a good culture. We're going to create a fun culture down there. I think we're going to do very well. I know a lot of people are saying, why are you doing this? But as me, I just turned 42 and this is all I've done my whole life.
He's a baby.
Since I started washing dishes at 14, 15 years old, and I've never had another job in my life other than a restaurant. So technically, if you think about it, I've been in a bar every day of my life since I was 16 17 years old.
He's going to take this apartment. He doesn't need the property.
Right. We're tethering you to that.
It's going to be a lot of time. But
he won't even know any different. It's just his normal life anyway.
It's natural to me. So I'm used to working the hours. I'm used to putting in the work. And, we got some other projects we've talked about in the future. So I'm excited about that. And we're just going to take everything one step at a time. But I think we're going to fit in very well down here, very well with the community. And I think our focus and our goals are going to be met.
Very
really
good.
do.
I love it.
Okay. Youngstown Click, live from the Varsity Club.
Yes.
When we open.
Yeah. Ooh, woo, woo. All right, guys. So keep an eye on that. That's amazing. I am so excited. Yes. Yeah. Let's go. Guys, come along. Let's go see. If you're listening via anywhere that is audio podcast only, make sure that you head on over to YouTube. Check out our our YouTube page, and you'll be able to see the tour that we're about to go on to right now. So, guys who are listening just to the podcast, thank you for listening.
This is exclusive. You're the first one to ever come in.
This makes my heart so happy. Youngstown Click exclusive, man.
There we go.
I feel like I've reached like a new level now. Okay, John, real quick, how can they get a hold of you as far as the consulting and advising?
So, telephone number 330-502-6050. Let's start there.
All right, guys. So never, ever forget that you guys are the best part of what makes Youngstown click. You are amazing. Thank you for watching. Thanks again to our sponsors, the Cat in Columbiana, the Gallagher, the Varsity Club of Youngstown at the Gallagher. Definitely check those all out. Great local people who've also supported Youngstown Click. Let's go on this tour. We'll talk to you guys next time.
The barn may be covered, but if it is, I want to cover it.
Okay.
I think they're done painting.
So that was your contract?
Well, I think, yeah.
I don't remember how that happened.
Yeah, my buddy,
It's absolutely beautiful.
yeah. It was my buddy, Ken Brand.
I didn't know how that happened.
He's the director of operations. He had a here. This was my desk that I was talking about that I work from.
Make sure you get
So
that.
this, which I had a towel. It's a little dust. This is our hostess stand. This is the bowling alley too.
No way.
Yeah, so this is part of the bowling alley
Wow.
from the bar. So this is all hand built. So this will be our
That's
this is going to be our hostess
amazing.
stand. Everything still needs stained, painted, but this is the actual top of the bowling alley, and right here that we have for everything.
Like
here.
the lanes. This
is the lane.
Oh,
I will
my.
unwrap the bar for you, and I'll show you the bar.
Wow.
So this is all going to be kept the same.
Okay.
Same tins. These are all original. We're just going to clean everything up. So that's where you see the tarp.
So the
shape
colors
paint.
can stay the same?
Well, the colors, yeah, we're going to just take off the blue, I think.
Okay.
Light blue.
Okay, got it. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, look at that.
so this is all new electrical they put in here. But this is all natural brick. This is original brick from the walls
Wow.
that we're going to be keeping up. And this is hardwood floors that we're just redoing.
These are original, man, wood is like
Yeah, original plank flooring.
So if you come through, you can see.
this, huge.
You can see this is still all original brick that's coming down on the wall. So everything is staying the same here.
Wow.
Ceiling all got redone. All new electrical. And
Okay.
then all new HVAC is run.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay,
everything up
man.
here. We're actually, this window back here.
Okay.
We still have the original windows from the Cedars bar.
Yes.
So
we didn't
cut it.
We didn't talk about that, but
And we're gonna put the window in there as a homage to Cedars. And
Oh, I
so it's
love
gonna be
it.
Yeah,
seated
isn't that
wow.
wonderful?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then, okay, and then
Shout out to see.
on the other side is the patio, or is that
Well,
just
that's the
gonna be the back of the
staircase.
Well,
bar?
it is the patio, but not.
That's the
I mean,
staircase
on
from the
that
fire
side.
escape.
Oh,
to the
got
apartment.
it. Okay, so it's just gonna be the back
Yeah,
of the
you're just
bar.
gonna see
Exactly.
the back
I
of the bar
love
with
it.
our
That's
liquid shelter.
fantastic. Yes.
And then again, all original brick. So right now we're gonna have, I think, two 65-inch TVs in every gap, and then three 80-inch TVs on these walls. So you'll be able to see all the games. Because it'll be all
How many? 8 inch?
Three 80 inches and six 65 inches.
Oh,
So it'll be all
wow.
sports. You have all the sports going.
Goodness
Let me
gracious.
see if I could just.
Okay, real quick.
Let's see that corner if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just get the whole little,
Okay.
because they're done painting. This was just up for the paint. They still got to sand this down. Let me see if I can.
Alright, so there'll be TVs everywhere. There'll be TVs behind the bar. There'll be TVs over here, 80-inch TVs, because you will not, it's better than watching your TV at home. You might as well come here and watch it. It is.
I mean, they're done. I don't really. These are all done. We have our paints picked out.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what.
This is the bar.
Look at that.
You can see it going down. So there's the actual. They have the arrows, and when you keep coming down, this is the
Oh my
actual lane, but we cut it this way to fill the gaps.
Okay.
And this is all maple. Everything's all maple wood, and then this is where the pin dots, where the bowling alley was. So we had to cut 6 inches off each side, so we had the full lanes.
Okay.
But it just didn't fit the bar.
Oh,
so
got
again,
it.
this is all hand cut piece by piece,
Man.
each section. So this is what the whole bar is
This
gonna look
piece was milled.
Oh, this, okay. His, now, I mean, we don't have to say, but who, or if you don't want to, but who's the carpenters? Is it like
His
a local
company's
company?
name, I don't know.
Yeah, Greenheart Master Carpenter.
Oh, it's one of your, oh,
It's
okay.
Greenheart doing all
Nice.
the work. Yeah, they're doing
Wow.
a great job.
And then in the bar, we'll have the electrical and adapter lighters for your chargers in the bar here. So if
Oh,
you're,
nice.
so if
You'll
you're
be able to
sitting here, you
charge
can
your
use your,
phone.
You're not,
Yes.
so you're not begging the bartender.
you can use your laptop, you can watch the
Like I
games, you
did.
can eat. So back here, we'll have we'll have some beer coolers and tap system.
Okay.
So when you're coming back now, so this will be a door right here. We can walk through. We're getting this sign coming up. So we got this sign to put on the building.
Oh.
This is coming up soon, opening soon. Varsity
Oh,
Club Restaurant.
nice. Okay, good. Oh, that's
So where this is going up on, that's a logo that we have designed.
Wow.
But this is gonna be a door for the bartenders to go to the other bar outside.
Okay,
So there's gonna
awesome.
be a full bar outside.
Got it. Now, can people go from in here to
That's
outside?
gonna be right here.
Okay.
That would be over here.
Yeah, so this
Wow.
is all building up, everything's brand new, all plumbing, electrical. This is gonna be the women's restroom.
Oh, nice.
So this will be the door that goes out to the patio for the guests.
Okay.
This is gonna be the men's restroom. We'll have a full men's restroom in here, shelving that we built here.
Wow.
So now this area back here is gonna be the dining room. So this will be low top tables. So up there is all gonna be high top bar style, and this is
Okay.
gonna be low top dinner style tables.
Wow.
We'll have TVs up back here, so if you wanna come back here with your family and eat dinners, possibly rent this room out for meetings, events, I think we're gonna put a big projector, TVs going down the side. But as you can see too, all brand new HVAC getting run through here. That's actually the hood vent. This will be all floorings brand new. And then coming back into here,
Man, this is going deep.
this is our server station. This is the office back here.
Okay.
This will be our service station, coffee pots, pop machine, POS, and then you're coming right into the kitchen.
Okay.
Again, everything's built again from scratch. All we designed everything. This will be our expo window. We have a prep station, a salad making station, cooler, dishwasher, hand sink. But again, everything was done by hand. brand new.
Design, and you got to design
Yeah,
it.
so this is all designed back here.
Wow.
And then coming back here again, this will be the kitchen line. So I mean, eventually in the next couple of weeks, the flooring's getting done next week, the stainless steel's getting done, the hood vent's getting done. Hopefully in about 2 to 3 weeks, all the equipment will be in, it'll be up operational. Drop ceiling's getting put in. And then, so this is what it's gonna look like. Come back in 2 or 3 weeks and it should be, I'd say 3 weeks and it should be fully with equipment ready
outfitted.
to go and ready to operate.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're getting close.
Yeah.
So
There's gonna be a lot of charity.
there's so much has changed since I've been in here.
Oh, yeah.
This is like this
Completely.
whole part is opened up
Yeah.
and rebuilt. Wow.
Everything. So again, like I said, I stress it that everything's brand new, scratched,
Yes.
redesigned, and then I'll take you out to where. So this is the door's not up yet. The door's all because we got all new windows and doors.
Okay.
Those should be in about 2 weeks because they're all custom. But this will take you out the door where the bartenders are going to be.
Okay.
Again, it's a little messy, but we're gonna have the Ohio Lottery. We'll have Keno machines right here, so we'll have the Keno screens. You can play all that. So this is a little behind the bar. So behind, you guys can come this way. Come around this way.
Okay, perfect.
So we'll have all equipment here, all brand new equipment here. So this would be a door for the servers and bartenders to come out. So we're gonna come out, and this would be the patio.
Wow.
So you come out here, as you can see, right here, we'll have an awning coming down from the wall.
Yeah.
So we'll have a full bar and table covered.
Oh,
So there's going to be a full bar here. We have dining tables here. We got brand new windows coming, brand new doors coming, brand new door there. So this is going to stay concrete. And then we have 1,900 square feet of turf.
It'll be turf.
It's going to be turf.
Really?
We're gonna put out here.
Oh, that's fun.
So we're right now planning on having the 2 bocce courts running down here.
Oh, okay.
We have gas, water, and electric all ran out here. So we're getting all new fencing and landscape. We talked about possibly 2 fire pits, a stage up there for bands, and then cooking the lambs and chickens and everything right there.
Oh my goodness.
And then the pergola that's right here is going to go right into the middle of it. So
I mean, look at the landscape.
you can see the view. Williamson
Yeah,
Hall
look
is
at
right
the
there. The
university.
diocese is right
Yeah.
there. The stadium's right here.
That's
So
I'm like
beautiful
it's
view.
somebody's like dream backyard.
So it's going to be
Wow.
fun. It's going to be, could fit about 100 people out here, 120 people we should be able to fit.
Yeah.
So, if we have the live music out here, you can come out here and enjoy live music on the patio.
Yeah.
Downtown, food, drinks.
Wow.
So we're getting there. Like I said, this is going to be our focus at the beginning of the year. But this should be open by St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
That'll be
The
our
whole
launch party.
patio.
And
Oh,
then,
that's
again,
amazing.
so everything's coming new, and then the apartments above us.
Yeah.
Debbie's agreed to be celebrity bartender.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll be flipping the bottles,
Yeah. So this, even if you rent the room out here and it's a private party for up
Yeah.
like maybe 40, 50
Oh,
people,
right.
you guys would have your own private access to the patio and your own windows. So
Oh.
that's why we have 2 doors so guests can come there.
That's-
If there's no party back there, guests can come back. But now
Yes,
you have your own
yeah,
private.
I
So that
understand.
could be a focal point. You don't have people walking through.
that's something to keep in mind right there.
If you don't have guests walking through, we can block the room off. We're working on a catering buffet and menu.
Yeah.
That should be coming soon. But I mean, something off the menu, easy we can do.
Yeah.
And you can have. I already have a party of 40 booked for the first week of December.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
so,
All right.
It's going to be off the menu and just drinks and dinner for them. But we're going to try live entertainment inside. We don't know about the sound yet. And
Yeah.
the setup, but we'll try it and see.
Did you guys lay this concrete? Or was
No,
here?
this was here. We
This was
just
here?
cut out. We just cut out all of that. It was pretty bad around there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we just cut everything off around here, and
Wow.
we're going to go. And we talked about getting the same kid that painted Tim Huber's building.
Yes.
To paint the big Y logo up here and the Pete Penguin up here on the walls.
Oh, how fun.
So you can see it from YSU.
We should.
But it's actually.
We should do like Rudy and John like on the east side of Pete in a big
We're
mural.
gonna have
You
Pete.
guys
We could
all
be-
like all 3
We
of you.
could be
Like,
Pete and Penny.
yeah.
We'll have Pete the Penguin down here. We're going to have him for the grand opening with cheerleaders. We're
Okay,
going to talk to
okay,
YSU. But it's even, during the storm we had like a couple months ago, it actually knocked off some of the trees up here. So now
Oh.
you have a clear view of us walking from Williamson. So you walk right down this hill and you just walk
And
here.
you're right here.
Yep.
Now, is there going to be an entrance to the patio
Yes, you
there?
have to have an entrance for the
Yeah,
patio
okay.
there. So there'll be an entrance there. The usage,
So when
we're
it's
just not
open
sure.
and stuff, they.
Yeah.
Or okay, yeah.
We'll try to get them to come
Yeah,
inside
to
to
come
see them
through.
out here.
Yeah, right.
But you have to have one open for fire department, for fire escape for anything. So, but yeah, this was just all excavated and cleaned up, and we ran all new, like if you could see the gray line pipes
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah.
So we ran all electrical,
Man,
the
you
water,
guys
the
have
gas,
been
and everything going
busy.
underground here.
There's a lot that goes into it.
I mean, this
But I don't.
it's
Yeah.
all
It
new
takes a little
building.
longer than you think.
Right. Definitely.
And
Definitely.
hopefully we get that same feel here. It's I think coming down on a Saturday evening, 5, 6 o'clock. Coming down, having a band down here, sitting out here having a
You
drink.
visualize it.
I mean, on a day like today.
There's no patio like this.
No.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Really.
So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good patio, and again, this is gonna be a focal for our marketing next year. We're going to market our patio.
Yeah.
And I think this time next year we'll be full circle around. I think that's going to really be in our groove.
Okay.
And things are going. So, also we have the parking lot down here for Commerce. It's literally 40 yards, 30 yards that have 100 spots. You can park in Commerce. It's free all day, every day.
Oh, and that's going to stay like that?
And the Commerce lot.
Oh, yeah,
This
okay.
lot here, the one
right
down there.
down the street. Okay, cool.
But then you have this whole street here. You have Hazel. But
Yeah.
the thing is, we're the only kind of restaurant after 5 o'clock. Everything, they're closed.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole street's kind of open. We don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of the businesses that are opening.
All right, so guys, I just want to point that out. If you are concerned about parking in downtown Youngstown, coming here, because in the past it's been really kind of sketchy and a little crazy. There is a free parking lot now with over 100 spots in it.
Yeah, I'm guessing 100
yeah,
spots.
yeah.
And it's free 7 days a week, all day.
And it's at the corner of Commerce and Witt. All right, so that's a free parking, and then street parking is free right now too. There used to be a 2-hour
Yeah.
limit.
And even
The city has eliminated all paid parking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so right now too, even if it's still, when I live downtown after 5 o'clock and on the weekends, everything's free.
Okay.
They only had to charge you Monday
Yeah.
through Friday from like 9 to 5.
Okay, on the
So-
street, right?
On the street,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So you have all this parking.
As long as it's not like
and then
a
we have
private
this
lot.
little lot that's back here too.
Oh, and is that free
Behind,
too?
yeah, it is now.
Oh, really?
Right behind, and then all that circle right there, you go behind you go behind V2, you go behind Rise,
Yeah.
you go behind Octave, you go
Yeah.
behind, and it's all, you can park your car, and
Yeah,
and
and
literally
just
look in
walk
a circle,
throughout.
and there's 5 bars and restaurants you
Very
can
good.
pick right there.
Very good. Yeah, you're
So-
Should be afraid about parking. That's a lot.
very cool.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty much
man.
it's pretty much us right now.
I'm
We
excited.
get
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is exciting for downtown Youngstown. It's exciting for our whole region because anybody like with it doing something new that hasn't been done yet, and it's not like you guys are like the 5th YSU bar, or restaurant or whatever. But it is also exciting because we got the exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be using that word a lot.
No, it is. And I mean, we can come
Youngstown
back in a couple
exclusive.
weeks if you want to and see as we're rolling and getting things
Yeah,
going.
yeah, let's do it.
And, but yeah, so like we kind of want to keep everything private. We've been doing some snippets and like this,
Yeah.
but we want everybody to that anticipation to build up to
Yes,
see everything.
absolutely.
So I think when the bar's done, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful. It's
Yeah.
gonna work.
So in exchange for this exclusive look, all that they ask and all that we ask is that you spread the word.
Yeah.
Spread the word, share it with your friends. Yeah, like the Facebook page. Just literally tell your friends and family. All the restaurants in downtown Youngstown need your love and support. And sometimes it's worth taking a little stroll out of your normal way to try something new, and you might discover something that enhances your life and creates whole new memories. So yeah, definitely please share, like, follow.
Yes. Yeah.
Come visit.
And come visit.
Come
Yeah,
visit.
the most important thing.
Like I said, we're looking mid-November-ish around
Okay.
there, Thanksgiving
Okay.
weekend. So
There'll
just
be an
kind of keep that in mind. There'll be an announcement, ribbon cutting. You'll
Yeah.
hear about it, trust us.
Okay,
You'll
okay,
hear
okay,
about
okay.
it.
Okay. Yes. All right. Is there anything else that you?
No.
Thank
yeah?
you very much.
Oh no, thank you, John. Thank you. Rudy.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it. And guys, never, ever, ever forget that you are the best part of what makes Youngstown click. None of this, none of all the great ideas in Youngstown, none of anything that happens can happen without the great people of this region responding and being a part of it. So never forget that you are the best part of what makes Youngstown click. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll talk to you later.